Hey YouTube, Mazar TCG here. And today I want to talk about signature cards. And are they racing to the bottom right now? I hear a lot of complaints about certain card prices in Riftbound, but there are a lot of cards that are currently racing or crashing, however you want to call it, um, to lower and lower prices. And the most dramatic in dollar amount are the signature cards. One of the reasons I'm looking at this too is because I've been chatting on Facebook, thinking about picking up a Volley Bear signature card. Where is it? Right here. For about $550. I have an offer out there, and somebody responded saying, "Yeah, let's do that." He had someone higher at 800 who decided not to and said he got cold feet. But I did a little bit more research and I was looking into some of the sales on that card. And if we go here, we can see a pretty dramatic drop. A couple days ago, 1,000, 1,100, 900. And then we have this 465 in here, which is pretty low for a signature card. And maybe this is what signature cards should be, but the amount of time that it took to get from 1,100 to 465 here is pretty insane. Just a matter of a couple days. So I'm not sure if now is the time to make these purchases on these signature cards or not yet. Originally, I thought that these would hold up a little bit longer, but they are kind of racing to the bottom right now. So if we take a look at, some of the lowest, sort by lowest on eBay here, these are obviously going to be auctions, but you have some at 650, 625. There are quite a few underneath that 900 to $1,000 mark where I thought that these would be sitting. And we can look at some more sales for some other cards. Um, a crazy $350 sale here for the arcane signature of the Victor. And then a $600 one here too. So, I mean, the trend here is going down pretty dramatically and pretty quickly. So if that's a real sale right there, that is, you know, pretty serious for these signature cards and what it means for their value, fair value in the future. This over here, I mean, here's a $400 one. So I know I was talking with someone on Reddit a few weeks ago about where these cards are going to settle in, and they said 400, and I was thinking more 900 to 1,000. And there are sales in both areas, more in the 1,000 to 900 right now, but eventually, are these cards going to get down to that price? So over here, we're looking at our tool here at magicalmeta.inc. It says the average price right now is $983. It doesn't have all the sales on here. I mean, it has a 575 listed for the Victor. A lot of these cards down here aren't populated yet. But I mean, if you're taking the average price, if you're looking at a champion like Volley Bear, who's not as played much right now and maybe not as popular on the artwork, or I would say the set would probably be on the lower end, and the Jinx, but Jinx is a more popular character. A lot of people have this Darius listed a little lower, even though I think this is a sneaky deal with the artwork. If we can look at it over here, I mean, this is the only signature and overnumber card with two League of Legends champions on it, so I think this Darius card right here is highly underrated. And the other thing that I was thinking about is for $550, I think you can buy this card right now. And I personally think it's better looking than the Volley Bear card. And I think it does even better in the matches too. So let me know what you guys would do between, would you rather have a Volley Bear card or this Darius card? And what do you think the fair value for a lot of these signature cards are? Is now the time to buy, or is it still too early? I mean, we can see some of the most recent sales here. The last sale today, $650 for Ileona. This is going to be one of the lower value cards as it's a support. Um, I mean, I think this was the $350 or $400 card that was accepted here. So I'm looking for the newer to the date time frame here. This is yesterday and 900. Anything that is from October 31st or before that is going to be way outdated. I mean, this is $900. See an $800 here. This is $350. That's crazy. I would have to look at that one. So is this where we're heading with these signature cards? $300 to $500 range. Maybe the Kaisa, Misfortune, some of the cards like the Ari, a little bit higher, closer to 1,000. But some of these other ones, are they gonna be that low? If we look at the juniors here, let's take the Kaisa here. We can kind of see and calculate the percentage drop off from opening week here, the first couple of days, what they sold for to today. 700 down to $200. That's more than 50%. The Kaisa here is the only one with a lot of data on it, showing that dramatic drop. These other ones here show a little bit lesser, but it's all the same trend here. Besides Ari, this is the only one that is showing any signs of moving back up here. Go to the Lee Sin, come down here, pretty much just going down, trying to find its bottom. Take a look at the Timo here, popular one, similar range, similar shape. Victor, also going down. Take a look at the Volley Bear here. Yeah, I mean, over a 50% price drop. So is that something similar we're going to see with the signature cards? I'd like to know your guys' thoughts on that. Also, as much as this is very hyped and a great TCG, and I think in the long term, a lot of these cards will go back up in value and they're going to be good long term holds. We also have to think about the government shutdown. This is something that's going to affect people's wallets. Yeah, maybe eventually these people are going to get paid, but right now, a lot of people are not getting paid. And I know there's also a lot of layoffs. So that's going to affect people's ability to buy and sell these high end and valuable cards that are worth a lot of money. They're not going to be worth as much if people don't have that steady paycheck coming in. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are about signature cards here. What is a fair market price for them? Are you picking any up right now? Is it too early, or is now just the perfect time? Thanks for watching.